Chapter 13. Spire. A pointed cone shape on top of a building is called a spire, especially when it rises from the roof of a church. Synonyms: pinnacle, steeple. Generator. A generator is a machine that produces power. Synonyms: engine. Sentinel. A sentinel is a guard, a lookout, a person keeping watch. It's often a soldier, but not always. Synonyms: scout, guard, watchman. Capo. A prisoner who's been put in charge of other prisoners by the Nazis, so they wouldn't have to deal with the prisoners all the time. Descended. Descend means to go or move downward, but there are a couple of subtle variations on this theme. Yes, a bird can descend from the sky, but also humans are descended from prehistoric ancestors. Synonyms: come down, fall, settle. Trance. A state of mind in which consciousness is fragile and voluntary action is poor or missing. A state resembling deep sleep. Synonyms: unconscious. Labyrinth. A labyrinth is a structure with many connected paths or passages in which it is hard to find your way. Synonyms: maze. Chamber. A chamber is an enclosed space, often where a specific event usually takes place, such as a sleeping chamber or a torture chamber. Synonyms: room. Stalagmites. A stalagmite is the pointed formation that rises from the floor of a cave. When you go spelunking or cave exploring, you'll have to avoid the areas where stalagmites have formed. Synonym: cylinder. Carbide lamp are simple lamps that produce and burn acetylene, which is created by the reaction of calcium carbide with water. Acetylene gas lamps were used to illuminate buildings as lighthouse beacons and as headlights on motor cars and bicycles. Spartan. A Spartan existence is kind of like being a monk. Your room is bare, you live simply, and eat sparingly, and your sheets are probably scratchy. Synonyms: severe, non-indulgent, meek. Trolls. A troll is a supernatural creature who is either very big or very small, ugly, and not very nice. You're most likely to read about a troll in a fairy tale, perhaps trying to trick a beautiful princess into marrying him. Synonyms: mythical creature. Serpent. The serpent or snake is one of the oldest and most widespread mythological symbols. The word is derived from Latin serpens, a crawling animal or snake. Snakes have been associated with some of the oldest rituals known to mankind and represent dual expression of good and evil. A sly or treacherous person, especially one who exploits a position of trust in order to betray it, is a serpent. Gnome. Ever seen pictures in children's books of wizened little trolls with red caps and wrinkled faces? Those are gnomes, imaginary characters popular in fairy tales and folklore. For some reason, they've lately become popular as garden statues. A Judenrat, a council representing a Jewish community, especially in German-occupied territory during World War II. Malnutrition. Malnutrition is a condition resulted from an unbalanced diet or insufficient food. If you live for an entire year on Twinkies and diet soda, you will undoubtedly suffer from malnutrition. Synonyms: deficiency. Goad. A goad is a pointy stick or other instrument used to prod something along. To goad is to poke something with that pointy stick. Either way, the pointiness is really essential for making things leap into action. Synonyms: egg on, incite, prod. Sowed. When you plant seeds in the ground, you sow them. You can also sow things with doubts or ideas simply by spreading them around. If your ideas or your seeds develop and grow, you have successfully sown them. Synonyms: plant, seed.